Sanya, thank you so much for speaking to Gulf News. Really appreciate your new movie that's going to come out. I'm so excited because I've also seen the Malayalam version of it, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of it as well. But the adaptation is quite different, I think, from what I get.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
Aarti and Anu, Aarti, a director and a writer, Anu, have brought their own lived-in experiences to the script. They worked on it for a year. I think they have tried to make it more palatable to the North Indian on the audience. We have deep admiration for Great Indian Kitchen. I love it too. They have definitely brought their own lived-in experiences to make it like more personal.
Because I just saw Deva the other day, which is a adaptation of the Malayalam film called Mumbai Police. They completely, Roshan Andrews, again, the director was the same. He transplanted into a milieu that is familiar to the North Indians and made it
Right.
different, changed the ending. So, do you think that's the way to go? I mean, you can't have a scene by scene representation because it's not going to relate to people up north, perhaps.
I don't know about other films, but for ours, I think the story is so solid, so relevant, and so urgent that it resonates and with a lot of women out there. I don't know that we have to change. Yeah, definitely, you can make you can make it better, the structure better. For our film, it's shot very differently. The Great Indian Kitchen was quite voyeuristic. You are seeing a lot of things from Richa's POV. So it's not like that voyeuristic, you won't get the
Yes.
voyeuristic feeling that you get when you watch The Great Indian Kitchen. This is more from Richa's point of view.
When I saw the
Mhm.
trailer of this film, I really thought, what a gamble that women take and families, men's
Mm.
families as well. Both the families are taking. You are actually transplanting a woman into an alien setting with people with their own set. Do you think this whole institution is real but also archaic? It should at some point people should be like, what are we doing really?
100%. I think with how we are evolving and changing culturally, there are so many things that we need to, sit back, reflect, and these gender roles and that we have been following for ages need to change. And I think there are some changes around here, but like I think it can get better because of course patriarchy is so comfortable, it's so instilled and in
Yeah.
us that why would we want to like shake that up and because change needs a lot of like reflection time and energy. I think people are too comfortable being where they are, but I hope that kind of shift happens in the society. Definitely when I was prepping for the film, I kept a journal as Richa to understand her thought process and what this girl is going through and where she's coming from. And there was something that I wrote and I told Aarti about it. I said that she must have met Divakar and fallen in love with how he looks. Of course, she doesn't know him emotionally. The first time you see her meeting him, she's enamored by the fact that this guy who's so handsome, he's a doctor, has come to meet her. And maybe she's only attracted to the physical aspect of it and
Package.
hasn't really gotten to know him emotionally. I had written in her journal that that was an instant yes from her side, but the guy took a week to come back because I wanted to understand that there is some power dynamics that he's also setting from her side. Like in those 1 week, she must have gone through a roller coaster of emotions that what did I do wrong? Why is he not saying yes? And then I wrote that, oh, my father made a stupid joke. Maybe he is judging us because of that. Because I have not been in that situation. I just feel like if somebody is jumping into all of this, maybe they're also ignoring the emotional connection altogether because we think like, oh, let's rush into getting married quickly because age ja raha hai, oh, there's no time and blah, blah, blah. There are so many other pressures that we tend to put on people to get married sooner. I think definitely a lot of things need to change in the society.
In an arranged marriage setup, I think, even in any setup, I think the men and their family have the upper hand. The thing about the waiting time, they often have without being said, these are all
Hmm.
very casual, sexist kind of societal standards we have set, right? The guy
Hmm.
says yes first. Then a
Mm.
woman, what does a woman want is not. Does the movie explore all that, and did it make you want to question this entire existence, like what are we doing, like smash patriarchy in a not obvious way, because there's a lot of casual sexism in this movie, I thought, where the
Mm.
woman has to not use the mixer but do it on the stone because the father-in-law happens to like it, things like that.
Mm.
It's so casually said, casually accepted. Do you think the
Yeah,
movie explores all that?
100% it does. As you said, that we have made these things normal.
The
There's a
trailer, yeah.
dialogue in the trailer where the father-in-law is telling Richa that your mother-in-law is a PhD and she sacrificed everything to raise the kids and to take care of her family. We have been normalizing and romanticizing women sacrificing their dreams and their desires. We are dehumanizing them to this level. I think Mrs. explores all of that. The fact that we, somewhere as a society, need to see women as a whole, women who have dreams and passions, and not put them on a pedestal. Like, we need to stop doing that. It's high time.
I always ask all these stars and celebrities, whoever I talk to, can women have it all? And often the response I get, majority of them is like, it depends on how you define your all. Like it's not to be the great mother, the great daughter, the great career woman, etc. What do you want in life? Do you also believe
Yeah,
that somewhere it's not about why
100%.
should we have it all?
Yeah, we are humans at the end of the day. As I said earlier, do not put yourself or women around you on a pedestal.
Fair enough.
See them as a whole human being. They can make mistakes, they can have their own dreams, desires, passions, and let them follow that. Stop normalizing women sacrificing everything for their family and their kids.
Yeah.
That needs to, I hope that changes.
And I love the title as well. It is Mrs., which almost like distances you. You don't even have an identity. As if I love that title. I thought it was like a great stroke of
Mm,
genius. Did you
mm.
also tell Aarti that you had me at the title?
Definitely. It's the journey from Miss to Mrs. Like you're letting go of not just yeah, not just this, but your home and so many other things. I was quite amazed because when we were shooting, we didn't have the title. I think a couple of months after we had shot the film, they decided on the title to be Mrs.
Did you see the original a lot, like as a homework, or did Aarti tell you, what, don't go by it so that you're not influenced, because it's a different movie. It's from my lens, from my worldview, right?
Like I saw Great Indian Kitchen when it came out.
Hmm.
And after that, when I was offered this film, I didn't rewatch it because we too were, trying to make it more palatable to the North Indian audience. And I wanted to add my own experiences or the women that I was meeting. I wanted to add that and create the character. But I have deep, deep, deep admiration for Nimisha and the Great Indian Kitchen. I think when I saw it, I felt so uncomfortable watching that film. And we were all like locked in because it came out during the lockdown. And I
Yeah.
was quite angry, and I was also feeling so guilty of doing that to my mother somewhere. There were so many emotions that I felt when I watched it. To make it more personal, I was, meeting women to know their struggles so that I can make Richa's character more personal and lived in.
When you met all the women that you talk, I mean, it's for legwork. What is the
Mm.
one thing that really stuck with you, what they said, and you want the audiences to take away from your role through them? You are kind of batting for them, right?
When the trailer came out, so many women started posting about their experiences, and the one thing that was common is that the aspect that when we reduce women to household chores, I think we are excluding them from a lineage. And that was kind of moving, because these are things that we think are so mundane and not there in our awareness. This film just it works as a mirror to the society. And yeah, when I met them, there are so many of their stories that I used to, whenever I used to be on set, used to feel so deeply about it because I used to feel like, oh my God, the things that my character is going through, there's a woman out there who's actually, experiencing it in real life. That used to really make me feel not nice and definitely triggered.
If a movie is doing so well, like with women characters? Do you think Bollywood is finally doing something right? I ask you this because many have been disenchanted by Bollywood, the kind of movies we are making. Are we doing enough for the women characters? Do you think this is a step in the right direction? Somewhere there is like it's a silver lining.
100%. I think thanks to the audience because they are more receptive to such stories that producers and makers are ready to back films like Mrs. As an actor, I think I take it up as a responsibility that if have this platform, then I should use it the right way, and I want to portray women the right way on screen. I feel kind of lucky that I am an actor in today's day and age when these kind of scripts and characters are being written for women.
You take
Thank
care.
you so much. Lovely meeting you.